Hey, hello. I hope this is on because I'm not sure. I didn't even check it. I just flipped it on. But I am back out here in my jungle for the short while and still watering. The sun just came out. It had been raining. As you can see, there's rain. And you can see I am all ready to get things all situated out here. Perhaps a little over zealous. Uh, do have some things out here, but I'm going to have to take them back in. It's going to get down to 39 uh, later this week. What you're hearing is my overflow. It's my rainwater. It's coming from that tank. And today I am drinking very fine wine, natural wine, Susucaru, made in Sicilia. Very good. Anywho, noticed that it was dripping, so I figured I better start it overflowing so I don't miss out on any of that precious rainwater. And I hope Miss Orchid Girl isn't still doing her live, but I don't care. I'm still here. I'm doing my spontaneous little walkthrough. Still completing my watering, but everything down here has been watered for the most part. Still waiting on those buds. Um, this I noticed today. This is the spent spike that it came with. This is a new growth. And inside that old growth, looks like there's a sheath. Now, if that sheath will produce anything, who knows? But it's certainly opened. Today I've been busy. I repotted this and this. Needed to be. That's probably why it didn't bloom. It definitely got not a lot of nice new growths. Uh, what else is going on here? Still not quite as funky. This is probably the third round of flowers this blooming. Uh, Maybe it'll become more as the other flowers open. This has been open for a couple of days. I usually notice more of a stench before now, but that's okay. What else? This is something that I'm really expecting good things from, and I hardly ever show this. This is my Eria, which is a species. It is Eria spicata. You can see it through there. Likes warm conditions, uh, likes moderate amounts of light. Can take lots of different conditions, can take intermediate, but I can see there's new roots going. So maybe that means these generally flower in the springtime. Uh, they flower from the previous season's bulbs, which would be, uh, which would be behind here. But these new growths are possibly capable of producing blooms because I want to say these look like they could be still maturing, but spikes come from inside of the very newly formed pseudobulb. And so as you can see, both of these look like they could be inside of this sheath, could be a formed pseudobulb. So it could be forming its spike is what I'm trying to say. And then the spike emerges up here and comes out the top. Kind of like a hyacinth, like that. But there's lots of, all of those growths are probably capable of producing once they mature. And again, that's a spring summer bloomer. So it should be doing something soon. I'm gonna take this out now. Has been soaking. This is my Lemforde White Beauty. You can see how the roots have greened up as opposed to how they're white up here and they're green down there like a Vanda. That's when you know you've been watering, you've given them enough water. That is how I judge it. And until they get green, they're not getting enough water. As you can see, that's still green, that root down there. That's another Angraecum that I have. And this is another Angraecum right here. That is my Angraecum Clouds Christmas, I believe, Christmas Cradle, which is Lemforde White Beauty, that and crossed with Magdaleni, which I have of Magdaleni, which is back there. Uh, but anyway, I'm gonna put this in here. Yeah, it's just watering day. Those like a lot of water, and I'm just making sure that I am not missing anything. Boy, that is so fragrant. This thing, I tell you, if Tenolia, you need to get one of those. They are, and look at the way that it blooms, how it is so floriferous. And I know I've said it before, but I mean, there's multiple spikes from every pseudobulb. I mean, you can see that there's another spike there, and it's already, that's incredible. And the fragrance, this is going over. But yeah, all of these up here, I am really liking how they are looking uh, because there's still lots of roots. And some of these, like for instance, this, these are all brand new. I just got these and I just mounted them in the middle of winter. I just got these, this, and this. Well, yeah, I got this in the middle of, this is from Carter and Holmes that I got, and it's just mounted recently. I got this and this. These are both from, I want to, no, this one and these two were from Brazil. And you can see that, well, I saw some roots somewhere. Oh, yeah, there's green tip roots right there that are on the wood. That's pretty quick. And this one, it's the same thing. There's the roots that are right there. That's from that plant. And it also has a new growth coming up there. It's not, where is it? Anyway, I don't want to mess with it too much because that's how I will screw it up. Hey, Nina. Well, you haven't really missed anything. I'm just talking about my plants, of course. Continuing on with my watering, uh, I've come this far. So far, I've watered everything up to here. They're doing wonderful, to be honest. I am loving the roots that are on some of these that are recently mounted. There's green tips. And I was just saying the same holds true for these encyclias that I just got from Brazil. I mean, there's green root tips right there that are on the wood mount. So that's really nice. These all came from Brazil, bare root. I mean, there's roots right there. So I'm encouraged, and you know, I am I have confidence, but I'm still a doubter. You know, I still think that if I look at a spike too long, like for instance, I've been showing this spike off on my Nivida, and I just think that if I dwell on that too much, then something will happen to it. It's optimistic, but it's a little bit of pessimism in there as well. I don't think that's going to have a. It just doesn't look like it has maybe it does. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm very encouraged by this. This is my Yucca. I showed it before. It's got those new growths that are coming down at the bottom. And also, where did I see that at? These bloom from the deciduous canes. They can bloom anywhere from middle of the cane to the top. And I noticed, oh, well, that's just a little kiki right there. But I've seen it bloom down as far as down in this area. I've seen it bloom up there. So, but it has growths on it, and that is great. 4 of them is nice. I really am hoping that this blooms. This bloomed for me last winter, but this is the cane that it bloomed off of, and that's where it bloomed from. But it put up these new growths, 3 new growths. But you can see how far the old this one is, and there's a couple more new growths right there. And I'm sorry about the light. It's hard to see. But yeah, there's 2 new growths there. And these spikes are still progressing on that's my leptotes, bicolor, alba. Yeah, you can see it, how those spikes are active. I think you can see that. But yeah, I'm a little pessimistic about things like that, like paying too much attention to a spike. Uh, maybe that's what happened with that over there, my Sotorchis. I was showing it off too much, and it's paying me back now. This is another area that I have. It's got a nice growth on it. It looked like something had chewed off one end, but I guess that's how it naturally is. This is a hyacinthoid Eria. Brother color. Is that an encyclia? What is brother color? Is that a dendrobium? I just love the way you have your Angraecums. I'm gonna have to put mine in a similar setup as yours, especially this one. I just love the way you have them. I've never even considered that. That looks like the perfect setup for those, and they just look so happy in your environment. Oh, okay. Leptotes. Let me see what you said. Brother color. Oh, you mean other color. Okay. I get you. So, yeah. But, yeah, I like the roots actions that are going on that's the Angraecum back there. And even on this is my Phalaenopsis hieroglyphica. That's what this is, hieroglyphica. Yeah. But yeah, you can see on this Angraecum, this has pushed through the sheath that I was talking about on my Orchid a Day video. And you can see that's the spur that's under there, that lighter portion. So, yeah, happy days, happy days. Things are going well. I, there are some things that aren't. I wish this would do a little bit better. Oh, really? Really? I used to have a really big one of these, and It used to sit down there in the wintertime on a tray. I used to have this shelf down there, and so it got really cold down there, and it just died. It was a really big one, but I got this as a division from Nats, and I'm really happy with it. I love this plant. I love the flowers. They're really really nice. They're really nice. You'll have to show us your flowers. I love those. I really do. I love Erias. They are just so nice and rewarding for me. I love them. But this is a plant that, well, I think you kind of have to move them out of the sun, I think. If I keep my blooming stuff in here, it goes over faster than if I take it inside. If I bring it inside in the coolness of the house in a shady room, like the flowers last so much longer rather than being out here in the humidity. And this is something really nice. That's just a kiki off of the main plant. But I was talking about this is Encyclia mariae, and these get a fairly dry rest all winter, and it does. I think there's a sheath in there, maybe not. I thought there was a sheath in there. Yeah, there's a sheath. You can see that. So I suppose it is still capable of blooming. Um, there are. I did notice some roots coming out, but I'm not seeing them now. I'm really trying to push the. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. This is another something back here that I is really really nice. This is a new something very new, and this is a new Fred Clark hybrid, and this is Kyoguchi crossed with LC Florence Lynn, which Peter Lynn is making tons of crosses with LC Florence Lynn, and this is the latest one, and it is beautiful. I saw it on the Orchid Geek, who is I can't remember his name, but he's at SVO, and he has the best hauls, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But he had this in his video, and it was in bloom, and I saw one of these on eBay, and I bought it. So I mean, it's obviously bloom size because there's the spent bloom. It's a beautiful red, long spike with little red flowers. I guess that he said they were fragrant. I think I have, I have both. I think I have both of these. I'm pretty sure I have. I know I have both of these. Maybe not. Yeah, I do like those fat pseudobulbs. One of these I know is Florence Lynn as well. Yeah, that's Florence Lynn times cochleata, and that up there is no, that's not Florence Lynn. Yeah, Jalapa Florence Lynn, but that's a different Florence Lynn, I think. That's not the same one as that one that is on. So yeah. Anywho, I lost my train of thought. There's just so much going on, but I really need to get my stuff out of here. I really need to get my cattleyas out, especially this one because this one didn't bloom for me. It's very dehydrated. But it's still alive and it's gonna come back. I just need to get them all out because they're sort of just marinating up here. A lot of my big cattleyas, uh, some of them in better shape than others. And then I have down here, I've got my golf green hair pig, of course. Um, so yeah, I'm really itching to get things out, but what can I do? I got to go with the flow, and nature tells me when. Let me see if there's anything down here while this camera is letting me do it. But yeah, I'm just so thrilled about seeing those extra spikes that I was not expecting. Those two right there. But this will be a very exciting moment when I get a bloom off of those. These are some more plants that are waking up a little bit. Where's the tag on that? There's got to be tags laying around here. And this one that I just repotted, remounted or mounted on this, that root still looks nice, and the growth looks like it's even coming out even further. That's going to be nice. That's going to attach really nice to this. That's my, what is that? That's my Mount Hood times cucullata. There's my citrina that's got that growth. Oh, and there's a, no, that's just a root. See how I got excited for just 1 second because I thought that was another new growth there. But no. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's that spike up there on that encyclia. That's going to be good. And there's that bud right there, still developing on Mark Jones times jungle spots. Really wish this would do something. This has not done anything literally since I bought it. And I've repotted it twice. Um, Literally every plant of this, I've probably had 4 or 5 of these over the years, and they've never done a thing. This is Chinese Beauty Orchid Queen, and it did have a sheath on it that's never done anything. And I mean, the pseudobulbs look super dehydrated. So I just don't. And look, there's some, yeah, there's some scale. I know every plant of this has done nothing, and I just don't get it. So I'm gonna deal with this scale. Good thing I looked at it. So I'm going to set this up this way just so I don't forget it. Okay. And yeah, oh, I know. This is what I was going to show you. This right here. I guess I can come down here. This is my Guarianthe guatemalensis OJ. And this is Guarianthe season, Cattleya guatemalensis. This is, well, this was, this was, did the tag just drop? I bet it did. Jeez, I am a mess. And I'm not even going to go down there, but this is a Cattleya guatemalensis. This is Cattleya guatemalensis. But this right here is Cattleya guatemalensis OJ, and it's OJ meaning yellow, not OJ the killer, Orenthal James, not that OJ. This is means orange juice. So this is a yellow form of that up there. And what I noticed today was I noticed that. Now, I did not even realize that that was completely a sheath. But that sure looks like a bud pushing through a sheath. Would you say? I would say. And the more that I look and felt, there's something in there. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of showing it off or trying to, but I can feel something in there. Yes, they will develop very fast. They do. They do. So that was a very, very nice surprise because I always look forward to Guatemalensis. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I love Guatemalensis. And speaking of that, this is another thing that I found today. There was a reason for me to come out here. Do you know I've been talking about this, right? How long have I been showing you that sheath? You see what is sheath? I know you can see that, right? I don't know, but that sure looks like that's going to do something. That is my Rhyncholaeelia glauca. I know. I am completely over the moon. I am completely beyond myself if that actually does anything. This is another one that I wasn't even going to show until it actually recovered or until I threw it. Well, I wasn't going to show it if I threw it away. But this is another Versavia glauca. These are both, this is a different variety. This is like the Wolfman version where this is just a straight glauca. And this was in a pot. And I mounted it at the end of the fall on this piece of wood, took it out of the pot. And I just moved it over there, but it had been sitting up there completely dry and hidden from the camera because I didn't want to show it because look at how bad it looks. I mean, it looks horrible. But despite all of that, you can see those roots right there, and there's a new growth coming out. So I would say that it is going to be okay. And there's another growth coming out there now that I'm looking. So that's good. Despite the way that it looks, you know, pretty soon I'll just cut all that junk off and then it'll just be green. But that is pretty exciting, very exciting, very exciting. This is going to be very exciting too. Uh, but anyway, folks, I guess that's probably it. I've kept you all long enough, I think. Yeah, I can't find anything else that's so special. I did move my, I have, well, this is probably gone. This is my Philippines. I did have them under the LED, sort of on a tray, but I moved them over here because there's more moisture. The fan is here. Um, they're still protected from constant moisture. And here's, well, there I go, I'm knocking it over. But this is my Erangus distincta. And over here I have, uh, this is another, I don't, well, where's the sticking tag at? But it's an Amiziella monticola. It's the same species as this. Not the same species, the same genus as this, but a different species. This is Philippines, but this is dead. Well, I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do, but I'm more trying to keep these two alive at the moment. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Uh, yeah, that was pretty good, I think. A lot of good things going on. Uh, thanks. I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad everybody did. Uh, I'm always thrilled that people find me that interesting. I think I'm rather boring. But I want to say that I shouldn't say that. I know I'm a rock star. Hee hee. Just kidding. But I was thinking earlier that that on the left looked like it could be. When I look at this new growth, how dark it is, when I saw this one, I thought, well, maybe that could be a developing flower spike. But now I don't think so. I don't know. Now I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to say a new growth. Let's say a new growth. It's a new growth. But that's my Trichocentrum tigrina. I think I got that from Brazil as well. No, I think I got that from Troy at Troy Wells, Tony Wells. What am I saying, Troy? Tony Wells. Let's talk plants. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more things on my channel. Wow. You know what? I love you, Nina, because you're so much my style. I'm so glad that you're on my channel. Uh, all I had to do was hear you talk for 5 minutes, and I knew we would be. I liked you so much more. So anyway, I am gonna get off here, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on, if anything. And we'll see you soon. I'm supposed to be getting. I talked to John Stanton of Orchid Trail. Orchid Trail that I've been talking about. That I got those plants from last week or 2 weeks ago, and I told you that he was getting rid of his private collection, and they put some up now, and they're putting more up this week. I made a purchase, and I talked to him yesterday, and so he's mailing my order tomorrow, so I should get it sometime this week. Lots of new Angraecums, so stay tuned and enjoy your orchids, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.